Sometimes little changes in the monotonous life brings so much joy and peace. And when it's a rainy day, the cozy comfort space with warm food and a happy family sets the tone for a perfect evening. Right? Hello everyone, Namaste and welcome back. Today was one such not so usual days because it was raining heavily, due to which kids' tuition got cancelled and they were at home doing their homeworks under their father's supervision. The usual chores of the evening were done as they go along with the routine. When kids go to tuition, me and my husband share those quiet moments of togetherness either by chatting away or watching something together, as TV is out of bounds for kids during weekdays. However, today was a little different. My kids were asking for Appe from a very long time and I have been postponing it because my old Appe pan was not in a good condition. And while I was searching for one, I recently got this Paniyaram pan from Agaro. You all might already know that Agaro has a wide range of cookware. I wanted to buy a cast iron Paniyaram pan and came across this Agaro pre-seasoned cast iron Paniyaram pan, and so I bought it. And as it's cast iron, the taste of anything cooked in it is definitely doubled and the appe turned out to be very crispy. Though the pits are a little smaller than I anticipated, decent sized appes can be made in them, and as it's of cast iron material, the longevity is something that we can rely on. If you're interested in buying it, then the link is in the description box, please check. It also comes along with these two cloth mittens. I'm washing it off once, just normally. Once this is done, I'm prepping the things needed for making the appes. You can add many veggies to this recipe to make it even more healthier, but rather than my kids, my husband is a picky eater and he doesn't like any vegetables other than onions added to this. I usually separate the batters for kids and husband and add veggies to the kids' batter, but today I'm just taking it normal. Morning they had vegetable oats chila in which I added many vegetables, so it's okay to have a simple dinner now. Oh, by the way, I uploaded the recipe of chila in shorts. If you haven't watched it, the link is in the description box. Please check. I have fine chopped the onions using the manual chopper. As I mentioned many times, using some smart appliances in the kitchen saves us a lot of time. I love to chop vegetables, but onions are something that most of us run away from, right? So, I'm saving my sanity using the manual chopper. So here I have taken onions, coriander and green chilies. I have slit the green chilies into half and then I fine chopped them so that kids won't find it too spicy. There are many instant recipes for this appe with suji and curd and many, but as a part of my weekly meal prep, I always have idli and dosa batters ready in my refrigerator, so I'm using this batter. If this batter is not there, then take equal amounts of suji and curd, mix well and add water accordingly and allow it to rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Then add the veggies of your choice, salt and a pinch of baking soda and your batter is ready. Once baking soda is added, you cannot rest the batter for longer periods and it must be cooked very quickly. I have prepared this mixture with my dosa batter, so it is ready. I am keeping it aside. My kids, especially Tanvi, loves appe along with white chutney. Now I make white chutney in different styles and I believe every household has a different recipe of the usual staple food which serves according to the taste buds of their family members. I sometimes make it with peanuts, sometimes with roasted chana dal and sometimes with both combined. Today I am making it with roasted chana dal. It's a very easy and quick version of white chutney. I add coconut to the chutney along with the dal, so I slice the coconut into fine pieces so that it will be easier to grind them. In a grinder jar, I added the sliced coconuts along with roasted chana dal, 2 to 3 green chilies, curry leaves, salt and tamarind. I have tamarind paste cubes, so I took half of the cube and added to this. Add little water and grind them into a fine paste and the chutney is done. You can add water as per the consistency required. I am adding water to the mixie jar and scraping off the remaining chutney into this. To this mixture, I am adding the tadka, for which in a tadka pan I took some oil, urad dal, mustard seeds, jeera, dry red chilies, hing and curry leaves. Now let's prepare the pan for making the appes. This pan comes pre-seasoned with vegetable oil, but as it's cast iron, we need to season it well before every use. Also, it is said that cast iron utensils become non-stick with each use. The more we use it, the more handy and user-friendly it gets. Here I have added oil to all the pits and allowed the pan to heat on high flame. I am brushing the oil from all the sides so that the pan is seasoned evenly, and now I am adding the batter to it. After adding the batter, cover it with a lid and allow the appes to cook. And yes, clean as you go. This saves us a lot of time and I will keep saying it many times. Kids had some project work, so they were doing it and I was checking on the rain intensity. It's been raining like this every evening from the past 3 days. Anyways, coming back to our appes, I changed the pan to the other stove as the heat was not sufficient on the previous one. As I mentioned before too, the pit size was a bit small, so the appes were medium sized, but they turned out to be very crispy. And yes, one tip is be mindful with the flame. Cast iron heats up very quickly and there are chances of the food burning, so we need to get a hand on it initially to get acquainted with it. How many of you have that trouble? Well, I do. I take time for at least 2 to 3 uses to understand the nature of the cookware and become acquainted with cooking in it. I added the last batch to the pan and now was dinner time. So I was asking the kids to clear up the table. On usual days they have their tuition till 8:30 p.m. and by the time they come home it's 8:45 and by the time they eat it's 9. But as they are home today, I fed them early and Tanvi was super happy. For all those who don't know, my elder daughter is Mihika and is in 8th class and younger one is Tanvita studying 6th. Even after coming back from tuition, they have their project works or notes to be written, etc. and I sit with them then and help them out. Till 6th, I can manage with all the subjects, but after that, maths is something which needs to be taught with proper basics and fundamentals, and I couldn't risk with it. So, we joined Mihika to tuition, and Tanvi insisted on joining with her sister. The pleasure of watching kids eat what they like and what they have been asking from a very long time is so nice. I just loved watching them eat. So, while they were eating happily, I came up to clear off the countertop. This job is inevitable, right? And that's why I keep saying clean as you go. It saves a lot of time in the end. Cast iron cleaning has just few steps. It needs to be hand washed, it cannot go into the dishwasher. So with a normal scrubber and some dishwashing liquid, I scrubbed off the pan and washed it. Simultaneously, I also loaded the dishwasher and I'm cleaning the sink area. After washing the pan, heating it on high flame until all the water evaporates protects the cast iron utensils from rusting. Many people season it with oil again, but I feel it isn't necessary. This step is enough for the cookware to stay rust free. While the pan was on the stove, I cleaned up the countertop. Though it wasn't that messy, a quick wipe before winding up the day is necessary. I did the usual night cleaning and swept the floor once, as no matter how well you maintain, there will be food crumbs on the floor after every cooking. So, this was a different kind of slow evening for me, where I did not rush things or did not sweat over. The sound of the rain splattering while cooking was so therapeutic for me. It was cold and cozy, and I loved cooking my kids' favorite dish. It's my kind of happy evening, and I loved every part of it. With this, we come to the end of this video. Hope you all liked it. If yes, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you all soon with a new video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye bye.